Hey, that was a really short loading screen.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So we got to Paradise Central, apparently.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was building Eden Tower,
it wouldn't look so dark and nefarious. It's just
dark metal with... I mean, the red lights are probably Victor's touch, but this dark black metal...
I mean, it could have been completely covered, like the massive robot that's stuck in the sand.
True. Very possible. Interesting, there's a bunch of...
Violet portals,
Ready,
yeah.
Violet?
Yeah. Mini violet ones. Okay, let's select crew. Oh. Whoa. Okay.
Can Seth become normal Seth again?
Time to fly.
Interesting question. We'll have to check that out. Maybe we get the ability to switch it around later.
That'd be bad if you chose the wrong one. Hey, look, it automatically brought out Mac.
Cutscene.
Uh-oh. Victor.
Victor, I'm here to reactivate this tower and turn Far Eden into the home that was promised to all of us. Look! Victor has misled you! When the other ships land, he will be punished!
There are no ships.
That's a lie. There are dozens of ships in orbit. My father told me.
There are no ships. I destroyed them long ago. There are no more humans. You are the last.
No. That's not true. There is another and we will... Kai.
Your friend is dead. You are alone. And Far Eden belongs to me. Give me the prismatic cores.
Jewel, if anyone could set things right, I knew it would be you.
I'm not alone. And we're taking Far Eden back.
He has a black orb. Don't you notice that?
Yeah, I've noticed.
Oh, ouch.
Last time, give me the prismatic cores.
Get him, Duncan.
Okay.
Maybe you can use,
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. He's got like a pseudo weakness thing. It doesn't work so great. Okay, thank you, Duncan.
I will scatter your bones.
What happened to the rest of the
yeah, the rest of the posse just disappeared.
Oh, well, there they are.
Oh. Oh, so he's shielding himself.
Yeah.
And he's drawing energy from the other two. Destroy them immediately.
I'm out of ammo.
How do you get it back?
I gotta wait for it to come back. Come on.
I hope he's not healing up while doing this.
No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like he's just shielding himself. This is just kind of an awkward fight because that shield's in the way. Yeah, if he
So
is...
Victor actively destroyed the ships.
Yeah, looks like it.
Last time, give me the prismatic cores.
Slam him down.
Do you think that Victor did it at Julius's behest?
Maybe, yeah.
Because Julius was so concerned that there was a human, but I thought that he thought it was a human that was part of the ones that were already on the planet in the maintenance crews.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Not the whole population.
Ow.
It's-
Interesting. We've got kind of a... I have no idea what I can't tell what's going on here, actually. This is really strange. I guess we got hit by his, like, weird blackness wave and it stuck me into Nega Land.
Maybe it's so that you can't discern one color from another.
Come on. It's hiding in there? Let's see. I guess we should probably switch. Wait, he's got a shield? Okay. Ow.
That was a laser. No opportunity to extract yet.
I don't think I extract him.
Death to the coreless. So he definitely just has a thing against humans. Whoa, there's all the guys. Now, if I remember right, one was yellow.
I don't know.
One was,
He's blue.
Do it.
I'm trying to kill one of the gorillas. Okay, there we go. Okay, so he's not red, he's yellow. Let's see if I can take him down. There we go. And red? Nope, blue. Okay, so Victor is dead.
Far Eden will never belong to mankind.
Maybe. But at least it won't belong to you. The storms are getting worse. We've got to get to the top of this tower and activate the terraforming system. If we don't, the storms will tear Far Eden apart.
take the prismatic core to the top of the tower.
Interesting, we're midway through the game and we beat the,
It must mean that there's must be a rock limit. Oh wait, data file.
September 2087. The first mandate ships will enter orbit in a few months' time, but I will be long gone. And hiding in plain sight. After months of testing inside the foundry, I have a stable scan. A copy of my mind that I can archive into Victor's core. Once the incubation process is complete, I will leave Victor behind, take my crawler into the storms alone. The mandate won't be able to find me there, not until after the storms are gone. But by then, it will be too late. A century and a half from now, Far Eden's transformation will be complete, and I will live to see it. One way or another. Victor is worried about me. Without him to maintain my crawler, what if my cryotube malfunctions? He's right. Any catastrophic failure would be fatal. But I told him, we must do whatever it takes to protect Far Eden from the mandate. Or anyone else. And besides, what is death, really? When I will live on inside his core.
Yeah, so people can copy their minds to cores.
Oh, what? Floor 1? Oh.
Oh, so now you have to collect enough cores to get to the tops of the top of the tower. Blah.
No? Maybe?
Yeah, because...
It's a dungeon.
Right. So maybe you'll be able to go a couple floors up and then there'll be a barrier being, you know, saying, no, you need to get 30 cores to reach this level.
Oh, I'm gonna be real upset if that's the case.
Well, maybe that's why it seems like we've already beaten the game when we really haven't. This is the second half of the game. We've defeated the quote-unquote big bad, but that still hasn't saved Far Eden. But let's see how far you can go.
Victor. What has he done to the E-Tower? This can't be its original design.
Let's see. Oh. hope there's checkpoints here.
I noticed you haven't used Seth.
No! Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, use Seth. You have him. He can glide.
That he can. I just...
Because I was wondering if you could have used him in the boss fight, but he was better at being a meat shield than,
Seth, time to fly.
There
That's
you
the
go.
one thing I don't like about it. It takes a little while. Oh, hey. It,
Started you from there?
yeah.
Ah.
I see greater selves.
Let's see, they actually give me...
Oh,
yeah,
so
it
the
did say
laser, it provides you a temporary shield.
Very temporary.
Whoa! Yeah, just came back.
There we go. So every time we hit one of these, we
It's
hit
a checkpoint.
Yep.
Can you take a look up and around just for a moment while we're in a safe spot? Wow.
Yeah, this is gonna be big. Luckily, we did the repository blitz. Yep. Let's see. If we hadn't done that, I'd say this would be harder. This actually is not so bad.
I don't know. Aside from some of the frustrations from getting hit by the balls, I think it looks rather fun.
Got me?
Yeah, I think it's mostly just the occasional...
Can't imagine actually being her and doing this though.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh man.
Especially, presumably, in one shot. No
Right,
way.
in one shot? Yeah, she couldn't make a single mistake.
Yeah,
You died so many times alone with the nuclear waste.
yeah, I've had a lot of grumbles with this game, but I will admit, it's not
This is a
bad.
mini boss? Yeah.
Like, comparatively, I'd say this is probably one of my favorite third-person platformers I've ever played. Just in terms of, like, sheer design and, like, speed in which you can go through it and
Well,
stuff.
it's really entertaining. They're slowly feeding you extra lore.
The story ain't bad. You know, I don't hate the story. I would say Ratchet and Clank had a better story overall. Well, not story, gameplay. Because you had, like, a ton of different guns and a lot of different things you could collect and do, but it was largely optional. It was just fun to go through and grab stuff.
But this makes sense. I mean, the different core colors, it's
Yeah.
simple, but it makes sense.
I still wish I had different guns, though. You know, shotgun, machine gun, sniper rifle, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It would give me a little bit of, I would say, much needed variety.
I mean, I think the thing is, you don't need a sniper because, well, I suppose you have to be in close combat anyway. But also you have the core extraction. And that's sort of like your one kill shot if
Yeah,
you do
but
it
it only
right.
works at the very end.
Yeah. It looks like it actually bars your path from going back.
Well, yeah, this is not a dungeon for exploration. This is purely, honestly, I almost want to say it's like a skill test.
I think there's something, yeah. Okay.
Just a moment of just like, where do I go? What am I doing here? Levels like this.
So why does she still call him Victor in light of the fact that we've received information that it very well could be Victor corrupted by Julius's memories, or maybe even Julius himself? So Julius didn't like the fact that what? He was going to be abandoned and never see
Well,
the
the
work
mandate
finished?
were taking away his control and, you know, had ulterior motives, and they had like a firmware update that was going to potentially ruin a lot of things. Which he kind of counteracted. So his point, I think Victor is kind of like a fusion between
Julius and Victor.
Yeah. You know, but also insane. What the?
Well, Julius, being a master robot crafter, when he realized that maybe his life would be preserved in Victor.
This is stupid.
Oh,
yeah.
ouch.
The one thing I don't like about this game, it's very easy to get stunned, and with the close camera and stuff, it's very hard to avoid hits. Like, one thing I was kind of disappointed about with this game, admittedly, was, I was expecting my robots would be doing most of my fighting.
But you find it's still a first-person shooter for the most part.
Yeah, third-person shooter.
Oh, sorry, third-person.
And that's not necessarily, like, a bad thing, but it's not a good third-person shooter. It's a great platformer. They do that well. But I don't actually enjoy the, I enjoy the combat enough, but it's very obvious that they, like... I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It's hard.
I mean, the combat probably gets repetitive after a while.
It does. It does, and it's not good. There's a lot of moments where I'm stuck. You know, enemies like two-shot me, one-shot me, stuff like that. It's got a level-dependent system, which is never good, in my opinion. Shooters, if they do have levels, they have to be a very even scale, and it definitely can't be one of those where, like, you're too low of a level. This thing's going to kill you in one shot. Even though if you were 3 levels higher, it would actually...
I think the thing, though, is with many first-person shooters, accuracy for critical points is very important. So people love getting their headshots and such in zombie games and whatnot. But this game, first off, their cores are what makes them vulnerable, not their heads, per se.
Yeah.
Though I suppose what makes zombie games great in some instances is you can literally shoot limbs off of your opponents. And
I do that all the time in Fallout, and it is really fun, actually. I chop my enemies' limbs off, and then they just kind of, like, gum at me for a while. I mean, it's not exactly the case, but it's...
Well, I was thinking that in the case of a zombie game, if you do that, say, take the arms away, then it lunges at you with its mouth. Like, its fighting style would change based on what it lacked. So if you shot its legs, maybe it starts crawling with its arms.
Yeah.
Or something peculiar in that nature.
Kind of hoping this would be a save point. I'm gonna wait on this one for a bit.
Yeah, it looks like it's a safe spot to be in. Good.
Sometimes just the panic Hail Mary works better than the alternative. I'm pretty good at the panic Hail Mary at this point.
Well, it's a good thing she has some rocket boost to her shoes.
Oh yeah. If this was like no double jumps. Honestly, I hate
Unfortunately,
games.
I don't doubt that Kai is actually really dead, though. Unless Victor maybe wanted to crush her spirits and Kai is actually somewhere else and he never found him. You know what I'm saying? Just happened to get a hold of one of his legs. What are your predictions? Do you think Kai is really dead?
I don't know.
Or was Victor just flailing one of the limbs he was able to secure?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's not like... Oh, safe spot.
All right, up we go.
Yeah. Looks like I can now fast travel here. Yep.
Dang it. We don't have enough prismatic cores. We should look for new places to explore and go back to places we've already been to make sure we didn't miss any prismatic cores.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What?
You know how there are those 4 teleporters in the lobby?
Yeah?
Yeah. Here, let me find it. Nope, it's more. So this...
That's
2, 3,
3,
4,
4, 5 levels.
So it's every 5, probably. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
45. Okay, that's where the 45
So we need
comes
45
from.
cores to
Finish the tower.
finish the tower.
But at least you don't have to go through the
Let's do
tower
this,
every
Violet.
time.
This is true. But it means I have effectively am now required to grind through every single zone until I get 45 cores.
Do we have any more cores that are just lying around? Or do you need to do more blitzes?
We've got a bunch. We're also missing, the tank. Though I don't know how necessary he is for puzzle solving. Because we can float, we can break rocks, and we can go along those, walkie thing.
And then there's the digging, but I don't really know what Matt can dig
There's
for.
actually several that are buried.
Really?
Yep. I was looking it up and...
Do they show it on the map?
Yes, I think so. I'd have to double check. Okay, you can now swap companion cores between different frame loadouts. Your companions will change their behaviors and attacks depending on which frame type they're inserted in. Companion cores can always be swapped again at any time using the workbench. Oh.
So you can actually put Seth in a Mac and Duncan in a... What?
Interesting. So, can I do that?
So that means you could pour all your resources into 2 cores and never have to worry about it again, right?
Interesting other point. I can also make extra frames. If I wanted to.
So you could have 2 apes.
Yeah, we could have spare apes if we wanted to. For some reason we can have up to looks like 8.
Wow.
Huh. It's interesting. Okay, so we'll have Duncan. Do we wanna... The problem is we've got a lot of things to go and explore. I guess we'll do Duncan and Seth for the time being. Because we're gonna need... Well, do we want Seth? Who's stronger? Sad point is, Seth actually does more damage than Duncan does. Or than Mac does. Like, the dash is pretty good, but...
Then again, you have 3,000 red cores, 2,000 yellow cores, and...
Yeah, so I could do a lot of upgrading, too. Well, one way or another, I'm not gonna... That's not what I'm here for. Wait, what? He's not level 20 yet. I thought he was level 20. Well, that's unfortunate. I assume we don't have any blueprint. Oh, we do have blueprints for this guy. Okay.
It's called a fugu.
Oh yeah, it is called the Fugu. Wow, we actually have a lot of blueprints for this guy. Do we not have enough for this? Well, which one is best? So, White Kraken. We've got the full White Kraken set, if we want that. Which is tempting, because it actually gives increase to loot quality. And Team EXP. Let's do Krakens. We gotta make some flyer gyros. Can I do that? Please tell me I can do that.
Do you think Victor was also being truthful about the ships?
Maybe?
How could he reach the ships? Because I'm really wondering if everyone's going to be forced to be a robot at the end of the movie. Well, not movie, game.
I'd be surprised.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it worked.
So we
Perfect.
need a lot of things to make this guy, so I guess we'll hold on to that for later. Let's see, core bots.
They've glossed over the spiky corruption, too.
Yeah, they have. I hope they actually give us some answers
it's so
by some point.
cute.
This is so much cuter.
Oh!
Oh, that was adorable. Okay, let's see if I can make it... See if I can get it just a little bit more. See if I can get a core for it, even if it's not going to be the right one. Actually, that's pretty good. Oh, interesting. This one uses canine. Well, seeing as I've got a ton of extra canine
Done
parts,
and done.
and we're really not going to be using canine ever here. Core bots. Okay. Oh yeah, this is how we can also,
He looks like a puffer. Actually, Fugu is pufferfish.
Oh, yeah, it is totally a pufferfish. That's adorable.
Fugu.
Wait, weren't we talking about this a couple
we were
episodes
talking
ago?
about how poisonous Fugu was.
Yeah.
Huh?
It must have been because we found a Fugu part and it didn't quite click. Could be wrong.
I think so. Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, pufferfish.
Okay, so yeah.
So cute.
Now we have to go grind for cores to beat the game, apparently. Apparently there's 80 total, so
We have a lot to choose from.
I guess I'll get right on it.
Essentially, you just have to pick your poison. Do you want to do blitzes, or do you want to
I have
search
to do all
the
of
world?
them. We'll do all of it. I might actually do a fair amount of this without you. You want to be here for it? Okay.
I mean, I suppose it isn't plot relevant, but I don't mind
it's not
scavenger
bad.
hunts. I don't know about doing the blitzes, but the scavenger hunts I like.
Yeah, okay. So, maybe I'll do... We'll do the regular dungeons.
I just wish there was
Together?
a way for you to find out if Kai was really dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I assume we'll find out later. This is kind of a lazy way of gating the end of the game, though. It's like,
Do you-
by the way, did you hear about all of our side content? Because we made a lot of it. And we're like,
I mean, do you want to visit Kai's crawler briefly?
no, he's not going to be there.
Um,
It's going to be empty. It'd be really weird if it wasn't empty.
if he was just in there, he's like, yeah, my legs got torn off again, but
Yeah, it turns out Victor's a decent dude, and we're like, "Blah."
no.
Yeah, there, no way would they throw that kind of spoilerage at us. Just doesn't work that way.
I just don't want to believe that he's really dead, but
You never know. Maybe he also got turned into a prismatic ore.
uh,
Anything could happen.
oh,